Stunt performers are the unsung heroes of Hollywood productions, and Ahsokas are some of the finest in the biz. So, who are the faces behind the fights? Standing in as a stunt double for a lead protagonist is no easy job, especially when that protagonist is also a former Jedi. Rosario Dawson handles a majority of Ahsoka's scenes in the series, including a lot of the action, but she doesn't do it all. That's where Michelle C. Lee comes in. Though Lee is an immensely skilled martial artist and stunt woman, she's also a talented actor in her own right. You may know her from her role as Oksana in 2021's Black Widow, or as Violet in the Paramount Plus adventure series Blood and Treasure. Lee's stunt credits are extensive, including everything from Top Gun Maverick to Suicide Squad to Pacific Rim. Beyond film and television, Lee has also contributed her skills as a motion capture artist to a number of major video games. Those credits include Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, The Last of Us: Left Behind, and most notably, the Mortal Kombat series. Lee has worked extensively in the latter franchise, even playing Melina in the 2013 web series Mortal Kombat Legacy. Perhaps it's no surprise then that she was chosen to take on such an important and intensive role during production on Ahsoka. Sabine Wren has a unique fighting style, to say the least. She is trained under Jedi such as Kanan Jarrus and Ahsoka Tano, as well as Mandalorians and even instructors at the Imperial Academy. As a result, her approach in combat is something of a mishmash, equal parts Rebel Bounty Hunter, Mandalorian Warrior, and Jedi Knight.
Take us out.
While Natasha Liu Bordizzo does take a lot of the work in bringing that unique fighting style to life, she has some help too. Ahsoka Episode 7 credits Chau Naumova as a stunt double, a younger performer who still seems to be making a name for herself in Hollywood. Though she isn't marked as a stunt performer for the show on IMDb, Naumova's page does also credit her as playing the role of Lieutenant Jensu, one of the X-Wing pilots who accompanies General Hera Syndulla to Cetos. That particular squadron is apparently full of stunt performers, as longtime Din Djarin stand-in Brendan Wayne also flies a fighter in the same scene. Apart from Ahsoka, Naumova's only credit on IMDb is for playing the Street Fighter character Ibuki in a low-budget TV series. According to Voiceover, Naumova was also a competitor on Season 4 of NBC's World of Dance. Hopefully, her multiple roles in Ahsoka will help to elevate her profile and career in the years to come. For a villain with the poise and presence of Ray Stevenson's Baylan Skoll, you need a stunt double equal to the task, and that's exactly what the Ahsoka crew found when they hired Morgan Benoit. You may not know Benoit's name, but you've almost surely seen his work. He was a stunt double for Keanu Reeves in 2013's 47 Ronin, and he has stunt credits on major action films like Terminator Dark Fate, Renfield, and Dune. All of those credits should have been enough to get Benoit the role of Stevenson's stunt double on Ahsoka, but it probably didn't hurt that he also had experience in the Star Wars universe. He has performed stunt work on The Mandalorian since 2020, and he even lent his talents to the big-budget video game Star Wars Jedi Survivor earlier in 2023. In short, he was the perfect man for the job, and Baylan Skoll's intense, aggressive lightsaber fights stand as testament to that fact. Having worked on The Mandalorian probably wasn't a requirement for stunt performers to get hired on Ahsoka, but it clearly wasn't a mark against them. Morgan Benoit wasn't the only performer to move from one Star Wars show to the other. Alicia Vela-Bailey, the stunt double for Ivano Sarkno's character Hati, did as well. In addition to her previous Star Wars work, Vela-Bailey has earned credits as Gal Gadot's stunt double for Wonder Woman and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. She also played a Themysciran warrior early on in the first Wonder Woman movie. Star Wars isn't the only Disney franchise that Vela-Bailey has experience in either. She's a true veteran of the Marvel Universe, appearing in several of the Netflix shows, including The Punisher and The Defenders, as well as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., in which she played the role of Alicia Whitley. Vela-Bailey has lent her talents to the Avatar franchise as well, playing a member of the villainous Recon unit in Avatar: The Way of Water. On that production, she also worked as a stunt double for both Sigourney Weaver and Zoe Saldana. Fans of Star Wars Rebels were more than elated at the end of Ahsoka Episode 6, when Iman Isfandi's Ezra Bridger finally made his on-screen debut. The character is instantly recognizable as a beloved Jedi rogue from the animated series, and Isfandi captures Ezra's spirit and personality perfectly.
The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
It was even more exciting for fans to see Ezra leap into action in Ahsoka's 7th episode, in which Isfandi was assisted by his stunt double, Jason Chau. Once again, we've got a Mandalorian alumnus here. Chau has also worked on Disney projects such as Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Captain America: Civil War. as well as multiple entries in the modern Planets of the Apes franchise. He's been particularly busy over the past several years, lending his skills to movies such as Army of the Dead, Blade Runner 2049, and Free Guy, among other projects. One thing's for sure, he's not inexperienced. Ezra's Force-centric fighting style in Ahsoka is a lot of fun to watch, and if their social media activity is any indication, Chau and Esfandi forged a strong bond during production. The actor was commenting on his stunt double's Instagram posts as recently as December 2022, pumping him up over some snazzy pics. But you'd expect nothing less from the Ezra we all know and love, wouldn't you?